Every warrior walks a different path. Samurai, the path of discipline. Ronin, the path of independence. Ninja, the path of strategy. Zen monk, the path of wisdom. Shogun, the path of power. But today, we explore the path of the Shogun. You are a master of just enough. You do just enough work to not get fired, just enough exercise to not fall apart, and just enough thinking to feel like you're alive. You are the mediocre man, a king who has abandoned his throne to live in the servants' quarters because it's safer there. You have made a pact with the average, trading your divine potential for a life of quiet, beige desperation. You aren't failing spectacularly, which is your greatest tragedy. You are simply fading away in a middle ground of your own making. The paradox of your existence is that your safety is actually a slow-motion execution. You believe that by avoiding the extremes, you are protecting yourself from pain. In reality, you are only ensuring that your life will leave no mark on the world. You are a biological placeholder. There is a mystery in your comfort, a hidden rot that tells you tomorrow is enough. But tomorrow is the grave of the mediocre. You are watching your life happen to someone else, waiting for a permission that will never come. Ancient standards of power demanded absolute sovereignty over one's domain. Modern decay encourages you to be a team player in a game you didn't even choose. You have optimized your life for the middle of the bell curve. You seek consensus instead of command. You have become a ghost in your own lineage, a man who has forgotten that he is the descendant of survivors, conquerors, and creators. You are living a standardized life, and there is nothing more offensive to the spirit of a shogun than being standard. Tokugawa Ieyasu did not build an era of peace by being reasonable. He was a man who understood that power is not given. It is architected through ruthless, long-term patience and absolute control. In 1600, on the foggy, blood-soaked fields of Sekigahara, the air was thick with the scent of wet gunpowder and the iron tang of horse sweat. The banners of 1,000 clans fluttered in a chaotic wind, but Ieyasu sat in the center of the storm, as still as a mountain of obsidian gold. He was not looking for a fair result. He was looking for total order. He sat in his war pavilion, the silk of his robes rustling against the heavy black iron of his armor. He could hear the vibration of the drums calling for the charge. He didn't ask for his subordinates' opinions on his feelings. He moved the pieces of the nation like a master of Go. He waited for hours in the freezing mist, watching his allies waver and his enemies close in until the exact microsecond where focus became fire. He didn't want to participate in the era. He wanted to define it. He understood that a leader who cannot command himself has no right to command a single soul. The mechanics of your failure are rooted in your fear of being too much. You dim your own light so you don't offend the weak. You are the mediocre man because you have prioritized being liked over being legendary. You are a passenger in your own life, moving at the speed of the crowd. You drift because you have no vision that is larger than your own immediate comfort. You have become a servant to the status quo, and the status quo is a slow-acting poison for the soul. You want to click away because this feels unrealistic. You think, I'm doing okay? That is the voice of the coward in your ear. Okay is the anesthetic they give you while they steal your time. You are watching this looking for a way to feel better about your average life. I am here to make you feel worse. If you are satisfied with just enough, You have already died. The only difference is the date on the stone. Stay and face the truth. Tokugawa Ieyasu lived by the principle that life is like walking a long road with a heavy load. Let thy step be slow and steady, that thou stumble not. He didn't seek the shortcut. He sought the foundation. He understood that a shogun's power comes from the absolute mastery of the mundane. He didn't negotiate with his own laziness. He built a dynasty that lasted 250 years because he refused to accept good enough. He was the architect of an entire reality. The path of obsidian gold demands that you reclaim your throne. You must kill the version of yourself that seeks the middle. You must treat your mediocrity like an invading army. It must be met with total, unyielding force. Strip off the servant's robes. Refuse to be a placeholder in your own story. It is time to stop participating and start commanding. Power is not a gift. It is a decision. Reclaim the throne. Kill the average. Command the era. Every warrior walks a different path. Samurai, the path of discipline. Ronin, the path of independence. Ninja, the path of strategy. Zen monk, the path of wisdom. Shogun, the path of power. Which one are you? Comment below.